All right, good morning, guys. We are here with Miss Rhonda Frazier from our Parks and Recreation, and this morning we are working on our Read, Eat, and Grow program. And I'm just going to turn it over to Miss Rhonda.
Good morning. Yes, what we're going to do today is some easy, quick little meals in the air fryer. Air fryer is really trending right now with good reason. It's quick, it's easy, clean up. The kids, a lot of them now are home for quarantine, so kind of gives them some little meals that they can fix themselves during the day outside of maybe a sandwich or some pizza rolls. Nothing wrong with those, but this will give them a little alternative. So I guess what we're going to do today is going to be, we're going to make little crescent pizza rolls, and we're going to have marinara for dipping. For these, all you need is just some crescent rolls, little pepperoni, or if you choose, you can buy maybe I also like to use the crumbled, already cooked turkey sausage. You can put bell pepper. You can just make them how you like them. But for today, we're just doing pepperoni and cheese and crescent rolls. We're also going to do buffalo chicken wraps. You just get the already cooked, any brand, buffalo chicken strips, your favorite cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you like. The round flour tortillas, shredded lettuce, or you could take a head of lettuce and shred it yourself. And I also like to use ranch to put on mine. The boys seem to enjoy that too. And then we're going to make a little dessert. We're going to make our own donuts in the air fryer. Those are also just a few, all of them are minimal ingredients, and you can kind of customize it for yourself. For the little donuts, we're going to use the Grand's biscuits. I like to get the big ones. Also, you're going to use the only thing, you customize this, okay? We're going to use brown sugar and cinnamon. You can make chocolate glaze, powdered donuts. It's what you prefer, but we're going to do cinnamon and sugar. They're really good. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is make us some of the pizza rolls, okay? First thing we're going to do is take the crescent rolls. We're going to open those up. This doesn't always work to my advantage, so we're going to see. There's going to be a little pop here, so let's try it and see how that happens. Let's see. All right, there we go. Okay, so let me move this so you can see. We're just going to, usually these will break into like two sections, sometimes no. We're just going to kind of open these up and roll them out. Now, I probably won't make this whole pack right now. I'm just going to show you how to do a few of them, okay? Now, what you do is you get each triangle, as you can see, individual triangles. And then what we're going to do is customize them. Like I said, today we're just doing pepperoni and cheese, but you can put anything that you normally like on your pizza, you can put on here. You want to add a few veggies or another type meat, and there's no rule to how much goes on here. I just kind of fill it in all the way to the end because you can't get too much pepperoni. It's real simple. Just place it on however you want to. These look good already. Let's put another one on there, right? Okay. Can't have enough. Now, I'm gonna take some more. And these are really good, and it's something simple, and like I said, your kids will have fun making them. It'll be something different for them to eat, and if they're like mine, even if they have breakfast and lunch, they're still gonna want something before the end of the day. So something they can fix themselves. Now we're gonna put us a little cheese. I'm using mozzarella cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you like. This is just a good pizza cheese, but if you prefer, sometimes, like a sharp cheddar, you can mix it up, any kind of Italian blend. It doesn't matter, it's all gonna do the same. It's more of a preference. Now, all you do, real easy, you just take it, start at the big end, and just roll down. See? And I used to make these, I do these a lot for pickup foods. I did it for the Super Bowl actually, and I cooked them in the oven, because I had so many to make. But you can make a few each time in the air fryer, and they only take about 5 minutes. So it's really the better. And the air fryer is also a lot healthier to cook in because you're not having to use grease and with other things, it's really a good idea. So we're gonna turn this around. I usually set, I've got mine set on 400. It's more, you know, and then we're gonna take this out. And all we do, you can spray, you know, anytime you're cooking anything brand new, you can spray your air fryer. Not necessary all the time, but I like to. And I'm just gonna place 3 of these in here. You can fill it up. I'm just gonna do 3 for now. In. We're gonna turn that on. I've got it on 10. These usually end up taking about 5 minutes. So what I do is give it like maybe 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, check on it, and then if it's starting to brown, I flip it over. That's one thing to remember in the air fryer. If you're cooking any type of bread or dough, or anything really, I like to. Usually about halfway, flip it over. That way it browns on both sides. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. Our pizza rolls, crescent pizza rolls, have been in our air fryer about midway. We flipped them over, and so now let's see what we got. Ooh, mercy. These look good and brown. This is our finished product here, and we've got ours a little brown. It depends on how you like them. Usually around 5 minutes, and like I said, in between, after you roll them up, cook them for about 2.5 minutes, just flip them over, cook them another 2.5, and they're ready. And what we've done, we love to get the marinara. You can get any brand you like, marinara for dipping, and that look good. Nicole, you want let's try them?
Sure.
They're probably a little hot right now, so let's just see. Here, get you one. Let's try it.
Yeah, hey, a little one.
A little marinara on it. Let's see here. Oh my God. These are delicious. What do you think? All right, so now we're gonna make our buffalo chicken wrap. These are really popular with my kids. They love them. Again, it's real easy. It's a good lunch. You can grab some chips or some fruit, you know, some carrots, anything to go with it on the side. You can just eat it by itself. All you gotta have is, once again, our ingredients for this is the buffalo chicken tenders. Any brand, it doesn't have to be Tyson, it can be the store brand, it doesn't matter, whatever you like. You can get the round tortillas, you can get the big ones and put 2 or 3 chicken strips in it, or you can get this size, or they make them even smaller. It's whatever your preference is. Again, any kind of cheese that you like. We use shredded lettuce, it saves you some time, or if you have a head of lettuce, just cut you something off real thin. And then the finishing touch, we usually add ranch before we wrap it up. That gives it a good kick. So, we're gonna get started. First thing we're gonna do, once again, I am really, usually anything that I'm cooking, I leave the air fryer on anywhere from 350 to 400. It doesn't matter. I don't think, like with those, I had them on 400 with the pizza rolls. These I usually leave on 400. You can turn it down just a little, it just takes a little bit longer to cook, of course. So we're gonna leave ours on 400. If you want, you can spray your air fryer a little bit. Usually it doesn't have a problem sticking anyway. You can put however many that you want in here, because we're just making a few to show off a little here today. We're gonna put maybe half the bag in here. Didn't really need all those, but yeah, there we go. Okay, and what we're gonna do, we've got them on 400. We're gonna put it in and start it on 10 minutes. And then we'll check it in between there again. And what I usually do in between too, let me show you, when it's halfway, is kind of shake it around. That just kind of moves it around. You don't have to actually flip it over. It's just like if you were frying, you know, or anything, just kind of shake it around like that. Okay, it's in for 10 minutes. Okay, now we have our buffalo chicken strips in the air fryer. They've been in about 10 minutes. We're gonna see now if they're ready. And they are good, brown and crispy, yummy. So we're gonna get started making our wraps. The first thing we're gonna do, move this out of the way. This is so simple, you guys. Now these, we haven't heated these, but I find it a little better maybe to take a few out, put them on a microwave, save a plate, and heat them in the microwave for a few seconds. I mean, 20 seconds would be gracious plenty. And just after you heat them a little bit, or you can just take them straight out of the bag like I'm doing. I'm just gonna do a couple and show you how you make them. You'll take a chicken strip and lay it on your tortilla. And again, it depends on the size of the strips, the size of your tortilla bread. You may just use one, you may end up using two, whatever fits. And then we're gonna take some cheese. We've got a pizza blend. You can use mozzarella, Parmesan, Italian blend. You can use just straight cheddar, sharp cheddar, whatever you like. And just put as much as you want on here. There's no rule to how much you need to put. And then I always like to, of course, put a little lettuce on it. Let's get our veggie here too. Put a little lettuce on it. Okay, and then and again, it's preference. I always like to put a little ranch on it. That gives it that little kick. But we do like ranch with our buffalo wings, so it's equally good on here. And I just kind of string it across. You can also have some, depending on how much you love it, for dipping. Now this is the tricky part. I like to have, because they are going to come open, a little toothpick to hold it together. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to slide it right here. I'm going to take it, fold one side, and fold the other, kind of tuck. And it does look a little messy, but hey, the messier, usually the better it tastes. Okay? That'll hold that, and then we're going to take this. Strip happens to be a little chunky over here, so I may have a little more trouble closing it up, but I think we got it. We'll put a toothpick in to kind of hold that together, if we can get that to work here. There we go. Now, just don't forget, those look great, to take the toothpick out after you start eating, and make sure that you're not chomping down on that. Okay, that's our buffalo chicken wraps. Okay, so last but not least, we're going to make us a little dessert. Real simple. We're going to make some donuts in the air fryer. Okay, so all we need for that is some of the Grand's biscuits. We'll use the bigger ones, and then a little melted margarine, and then whatever toppings you want for your donut. Today we're going to use brown sugar and cinnamon. You could make them any kind of way you want to. You could even do powdered or whatever kind of donut you like. So, to get started, we're going to open up our canned biscuits. Woo! What an explosion. Okay. So, alrighty. Now, we're going to just make a couple to start with because we don't like to overcrowd them in the air fryer so the dough can get done. To make our hole in it, you can use a bottle lid or if you have some type of tool. But all I do is take a bottle lid and just mash it and just pull it through. And there we go. We got us a little donut shape. Now you can save these to make donut holes too, or you can just get rid of those. It's personal preference. Just mash it in the middle and just pull it up. And then you're making perfectly sized donuts. Okay? Now, what we're going to do after we do that, of course, our air fryer, once again, good faithful here. Spray it with a little non-stick cooking spray. Put our donuts down in. Okay? And we're gonna put these on about 5 minutes for starters, and we'll check it in between, and then we'll see if we need to cook it a little bit longer. It is almost time for our donuts to come out of the air fryer. They've been in almost 5 minutes. So what we did in between, halfway in between, maybe at the 2.5 minute mark, we flipped them over and let them finish. So while we're waiting on that, we're going to get our ingredients together. We've already got the melted margarine. We melted just a little bit of butter or margarine. And then now we're going to mix a little bit of brown sugar and cinnamon. That's what we chose as our topping. Of course, there again, you can use whatever you want to use to coat your donut in. It's just a personal preference. Alright. Now, let's just add us a little bit of cinnamon. We've got the brown sugar. Okay. Now, I'm going to mix that up. And what we're doing is just kind of mixing this brown sugar and cinnamon together. Kind of make it fine, because what we'll end up doing is just tossing our donut around in it or flipping it around in it. You could also get you a Ziploc bag and just pour it in and shake the donut in. Okay? We're going to take those out, and those look great. All right. Hot. So 3 of that. And now what we'll do is take our melted butter or margarine and coat each one with that. Okay. I like to do it on both sides. Of course, we'll stick to both sides. It makes the coating stick to both sides of it. Okay. Get this on this one. Now, you can also kind of go all the way around on it. That way you'll get coating all the way. Let that sit just a little bit. It's better to do it as soon as you take them out of the air fryer while it's still hot. Okay? That looks good to eat just like it is. But we're going to toss it around a little bit. Okay? So we're just going to put it in the brown sugar and cinnamon. Okay, just kind of toss it around till you get however much you want on it. Just kind of shake the excess off. I've got a lot left on that one, but hey, I love it. Can't go wrong with brown sugar and cinnamon. Put some more on this one. Then we're gonna kind of shake the excess off of this one. Okay, let's try the last one that we made up. And again, usually probably about 3 at the time because of the size of my air fryer. Of course, the larger air fryer, of course, the more you can fit in it. Okay, here we go. And there we go, our donuts.
All right, guys, we want to thank Miss Rhonda today for being in here with our Read, Eat, and Grow program. And that's it.
Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it, guys. Again, these are just some easy, simple little air fryer recipes, something good for the kids to do. They can do themselves while they're out or just when you want a little snack. Okay, thank you so much. If you do want to we need to go back over something, you can watch the video, or if you can contact the library, and they'll be glad to give you the little ingredients, recipes for these. Thank you.